Hello, my name is James. This isn't my lockdown haircut. I look like this normally. My favourite thing about Bristol is definitely the Bristol sound. I don't mean Gert Lush and Where's It To? I mean the music. I love Massive Attack, Portishead, the Wurzels, you know, all the greats. A few years ago, I was lucky enough to meet Tricky. I met him at Butlins, Minehead. Well, it's where all the cool kids hang out. I was watching The Fall as part of a big festival. I was watching The Fall on stage and I looked round and I happened to see Tricky sat on a trestle table with a box of CDs. I thought, I have got to speak to him. Massive fan. I was a bit nervous, so I had a sip of cider like Russell Howard on Breakfast TV. Went towards Tricky and I said, excuse me, could I have one of your CDs signed? He goes, certainly mate, certainly. What's your name, son? I said, it's James. He goes, what? I said, it's James. He goes, I'll call you Jimmy. Where are you from, Jimmy? I said, I'm from Bristol. He goes, you don't sound like you're from Bristol. I said, you don't sound like you're from LA. Anyway, we sort of laughed. And we got on quite well. He said, I can prove I'm from Bristol. I've got a lazy eye and I'm drinking cider. He goes, fair enough, fair dues. Where do you like drinking cider? I said, the Corrie Tap in Clifton is my favourite, always has been. In fact, the last time I was there, I had a cider called Crippled Cock. Tasted like Ronseal, does exactly what it says on the tin. I grew up in a pub, and in fact I was 4 years old and I fell in a bucket of rough cider. You know what I mean by rough cider, made locally without instructions. It was so strong a dog licked me and passed out. Tricky was on stage that night. He was electric, played all the hits. After the show, I'm walking through the campsite with my mates and Tricky and his entourage are coming towards me, and as we pass each other, Tricky goes, all right, Jimmy? I went, all right, Tricky? And one of my mates went, hang on, how do you know Tricky? Without missing a beat, Tricky looked over and went, we're Bristol, mate, we're Bristol. You see, you can take the boy out of Bristol, but you can't take Bristol out of the boy. Cheers.